Hey, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, for some, good evening, because we got people all over the world that are plugging into this opportunity that I'm going to actually speak with you guys today on. Hey, it's Friday. I mean, a lot is going on. It's actually January 31st, 2025, the last day of of January, and let me tell you, this month just blew by. Here, let me mute out my phone here. This month, man, it just wow, it's been a blur. It doesn't seem like it's been a full month, but it actually has. So this is actually pretty crazy, and it's all because of what's happening with this opportunity here that I'm going to share with you guys here just a few moments here. Who am I? For those that don't know, my name is Stephen Rachel, coming to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm super excited to be able to share something with you guys that was shared with me, I guess, a month ago. It was December 31st when a friend of mine named Isaac shared this information with me. And wow, I cannot believe it's been a full month already. Now, and I'm gonna kind of break all that down here for you a little bit later on. So, what I'm gonna do in this video, really quick, I'm gonna share with you what a lot of people are super excited about, online right now, and online, offline, people are just super excited about what I'm getting ready to share with you guys today. So my job is to I'm going to be your tour guide, if you will, and I'm going to share some information with you, and you know, maybe some of you will see it, and maybe some of you will see it like how I saw it. Because being a full time entrepreneur now, we've been full time entrepreneurs since 2012, but we've been entrepreneurs since for forever, since like the late 90s. But we've been full time since 2012, and we've had some success. But I tell you, what we're working on now is definitely going to be bigger than anything that we've ever done in our career. And it's all right here. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. And I'm going to show you guys. I don't want to hold your Friday up. We got a busy day because we're doing actually quite a few calls today as well. But pay close attention because you definitely want to be first. So let me jump right into it. We're going to talk about something that has got a lot of people super excited. So first thing, on December 31st, I saw something that I just couldn't unsee. I literally just couldn't unsee it. It made me and my wife Lanacy and I, it made us want to. We just had to clear everything off our plate. We already had a plan of doing some things for 2025. This made us change everything. So now our main focus is what I'm getting ready to show you. Here's the thing, if you can catch something early enough, and it can definitely change your life. If you can be in early enough in something, you can really capitalize on it. And if you can find a product based opportunity early enough, and the product works and it does something different, you can create a long term residual income. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So recently we found a product. Recently, a friend of mine, named Isaac, gave me a call on New Year's Eve, and I wasn't interested, okay, in the beginning, because he didn't tell me what it was. But we weren't planning on doing anything like this for 2025. This was not a part of the plan, but I'm glad the plan changed. Because we had other goals and goals that we want to reach for 2025 and beyond. But guess what? We're going to be able to hit those goals much faster because of what I'm getting ready to show you. Okay. Now, so we recently saw a new product that was shared with us, and we thought if this worked, because when I first saw it, I'm like, is this real? I was kind of like, wow. This could definitely be a $1 billion company with one product, even though the company has multiple products. This one right here actually is truly amazing. The product is changing lives. The name of the product is called Fix. Now, I'm going to run through this pretty quickly here. The hops flower extract is what makes this product so special. Now, let me stop here for a second to put this in context. Let me show you really quick. This thing right here, okay, this little pack right here has a little liquid inside of it, right? A little extract, right? You've heard of like vanilla extract and all these different things you use like when you're cooking or whatever, but this is actually an extract from the hops plant, okay? And they put it in this little pack here. You can actually squeeze this, and I'm gonna show you a little clip of that a little bit later, and it can go into any drink, right? Any kind of drink, soda, water, juice, etc. Right, and it also comes in these little droppers as well. I'm going to explain what this does here in a moment, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you what this means. But that extract comes from the hops plant. Now you've heard of hops, you know what that is. I mean, hops are used to flavor beer and preserve beer. You've seen that before. You've seen the commercials and stuff on television about different brands of beer talking about we got the best kind of hops for the best flavor, right? So that's what the hops plant is now. Now, we hold a patent for the extraction process used to extract the ingredient from the hops flower. Okay, the hops flower is the bud of that particular plant. And this company that we're a part of, they actually hold a patent that's pending on the extraction process, which is very, very, very complicated to actually extract that ingredient that goes into this little blue pack here. Okay, make sense? Okay, hope everybody's following me. This is some interesting stuff now, because this is what I thought was interesting when I first saw it. Now, like I said before, you can take this little blue pack and extract and squeeze out that little that ingredient, which is of course a liquid form. It's not a cream or a peel or anything. It's just a liquid, clear liquid, and it can go into really any kind of beverage. It can go into it can even go into alcoholic beverages. And I'm gonna show you what this actually does, right? Because this is gonna blow your mind. It can go into orange juice. It can go into coffee. It can go into tea. It can go into soda. It can go into obviously water. It can go into pretty much any kind of beverage. Now, what does it do? Well, the mature hops extract is really what it is. It's a mature hops extract, better known as MHE3. You can Google this, right? So everything that I'm sharing in this webinar, you can Google it. You can do your own research. I did, right? And from my research, I'm like, yeah, this definitely makes sense. But I got more on that here in just a few moments. So the mature hops extract, it's a revolutionary patent pending process that is derived from the hops flower. It promotes natural fat burning by activating brown adipose tissue, which increases the body's thermogenic response. It's colorless, it's tasteless, it's odorless, it's easy to use. And so what does that mean? Fat burning. I want you to just hold that phrase just for a second. This is what this actually does. You can squeeze this into any drink, any juice, and guess what? It burns fat. Not just any kind of fat, it burns visceral fat. And you're gonna thank the person, whoever sent you here, however you got here. You're going to thank the person that you're looking at this information right now. I'm not kidding. Like, seriously, like for real, no hype. Just you're going to thank them because of what you're about to see. Now, let me move forward. Fix is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Okay. Individual results will vary. Well, what kind of results? Let's talk about it. Well, Fix attacks visceral fat around your midsection. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That stubborn bloating, that stubborn fat that you just cannot get rid of for whatever reason, dieting, exercise, oh my God, it just won't go away. And you tried this, you tried that or whatever, and it's just not working. Well, really, it's not just the fat. The fat, that fat that you can just squeeze, on your, I got a little fat right here, just a little bit, right? But we that's really subcutaneous fat. That's like the fat that you can squeeze. I'm talking about visceral fat. That's that nasty stuff. That's that stuff that causes problems and diseases and illnesses and all kinds of ailments that a lot of people deal with on a day-to-day basis. That's that visceral fat. That's that kind of stuff that puts you in the hospital. That kind of fat. Not the fat that's just hanging around your belly. It's not good either. But what's really not good is the visceral fat. Now because a lot of it comes from your visceral fat, and Fix helps to eliminate your visceral fat. And visceral fat is the fat that's inside your abdominal wall. That's the fat that's surrounding your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, your intestines, your pancreas, all that stuff. That's that visceral fat. That's that stuff that excretes all these toxins in your body and creates all these issues. And a lot of it comes from what we're eating and all that stuff. And if you can minimize or get rid of a lot of that visceral fat, you'll be way healthier. And because you'll slim down, you have a much slimmer stomach, right? A lot of that bloating will be gone and all that stuff, because a lot of it comes from the visceral fat that's inside your body. And this is what this product actually does. It helps to, you can see the graphic there, helps to slim that down from the inside out. Make sense? Now, you can actually Google visceral fat dangers. And I got a short video clip that I'm going to show you to kind of give you a little insight on really what that's all about. This is some nasty stuff. I don't know if you've ever done any research or seen any information about visceral fat, but let me tell you, that stuff causes a lot of issues. Now check this out. And of course, with Fix, when you're actually taking this, and this is what's pretty interesting. With Fix, you can actually take this twice a day, this little pack here, and you can put it into any drink once in the morning and once in the evening. Like, for example, this morning, got up, got some breakfast, and actually had some orange juice this morning. And you know what? All I had to do, took this little pack, and I'm going to show you a demo of this here in a few moments. I just squeezed it right into my orange juice. Took, I don't know, 5 seconds, and then I just drunk it. Doesn't taste like anything, doesn't smell like anything. It didn't change the taste of my orange juice. I didn't have to stir it up. I didn't have to shake it up. I didn't have to boil it or steep it or do anything like that. I'm getting choked up here simply because I just get excited about this opportunity. But here's the thing. It didn't change how my orange juice tasted. And I do one in the morning. I'll do another one later tonight before I go to bed. Like last night, I think, what did I have? I think I had a couple Gatorades in the refrigerator, and I just poured some in the Gatorade or whatever. And, but it goes into anything, tea, water, it doesn't matter. That's easy. It's easy for me to do. Now, let me show you what this looks like. Here's a clip of visceral fat. And we all have it. All of us have it. Even if you're thin, if you're like, well, I'm kind of thin. No, you got visceral fat. And visceral fat leads to a lot of issues, heart disease, stroke, you name it. And there's a clip here from the show called The Doctors. I don't know if you ever watched that show. I used to watch several episodes. There's a lot of good episodes, and it ran for like 15 years or something like that. I think they're canceled now. But they did a segment on visceral fat. Actually, they've had several segments on it, actually. This is just a small little clip from one of those episodes. But check it out. It's like maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes, but check it out. I'm going to come right back. But it's actually really interesting. Watch this. It's going to blow your mind.
A lean belly leads to a healthier, longer life. So when we measure around our waist, we're really measuring this gelatin fat. You see how closely packed together the organs are here? You need that amount of fat. That's healthy. But over here, this is unfortunately what a lot of us are dealing with. All that excess fat surrounding your organs. Your organs are separated by basically this toxic goop. I call it an alien invader. And I want to talk to everyone a little bit about what's happening inside your abdomen and why having a lean belly is such a key to good health. So you're walking around with too much abdominal fat. This fat you're looking at is visceral fat. It doesn't just sit there. It truly is toxic goop encircling all of your organs. It's increasing inflammation. It actually secretes chemicals that increase inflammation throughout your body. But it also affects your cardiovascular system. It increases, over time, your blood pressure, amongst other things. And as all these parameters are changing, your abdomen, that visceral belly fat, is doing other things. It's increasing production of something called interleukin-6. This chemical further increases inflammation throughout your body. And as this happens, something else really interesting is occurring. Your metabolism is being governed by this excess body fat. Adiponectin is affected. And what does it do when you don't have enough of it? It tells you to store more belly fat. So it's a vicious cycle to poor health. Your liver is overwhelmed with cholesterol. Well, what does that lead to? Plaque buildup in your arteries. And when you get plaque buildup, what happens next? Oftentimes, I see you in the ER, fatal heart attack, and everyone always says, what could I have done differently? Well, the answer is right here now, you've got to target excess belly fat. Belly fat leads to heart disease, cancer, stroke, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, even sexual dysfunction. And I don't want everyone to have to deal with that. Well, what happens if you actually get rid of belly fat and develop a leaner belly? You know what? Studies show you'll actually be smarter. You'll sleep better. Sounds good to me. You'll have a healthier heart. Better sex. They look pretty happy, don't they? Even more money. Less money spent on medical bills, more money to travel the world. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it actually does sound pretty good if you can get rid of your visceral fat, right? Because we all have. I know I've got it. You know, I had. Of course, I'm 54, and it's not as slim as it used to be. It used to be straight down. It's kind of puffing out a little bit, but just because of age, and of course, I'm always sitting down and working, like a lot of us. Even if you're working from home or if you're working at a job, I mean, it's just what we eat and all that, and a lot of it is because of lifestyle and what we eat. And of course, you can always, work out. You can definitely want to eat right. But man, Fix definitely gives you a boost because it definitely helps to speed up that process of eliminating your visceral fat. Now, one thing about like what I said before, what it does is it actually, I was talking about thermogenesis earlier. What really Fix does is, you know how like a lot of athletes, they take those like cold baths or whatever, and you see people like you see them on like these viral videos or whatever, people jumping into the cold, the icy lake and all that stuff. Well, really, though, and people, a lot of sports, people, athletes, they do the ice therapy or the cold therapy because it helps to help your body to recover. It's like putting your body into a state of thermogenesis to actually repair itself quicker, right? Because it's cold, right? So and then when you're shaking and everything because it's cold, what your body's doing is trying to generate heat, and while it's doing that, it's also burning calories. Well, Fix does the exact same thing. It actually puts your body in a state of thermogenesis, but without all the cold and icy shivering, right? Without all the shakes, right? So that's the cool thing. And that's what they discovered decades ago from the hops flower, from that hops extract or mature hops extract, because that's what we have here. And that's what's inside this little pack. And of course, you got your droppers here. And I typically use the droppers when I'm at home. And of course, I'll use these like if we happen to be out somewhere or if we got to go out of town or something. I think I'll be using more of these. But I typically, even both my wife and I, because we both got our own packs. I got my pack, she got her pack, right? Because I got to have my Fix, right? So, because it's some actually good stuff. Now, moving on. I'll show you how this works. Let me show you really quick. This is a clip of me showing you how I actually use it. And just from the actually using the pack, everybody knows how to do these because everybody's got tincture bottles and all kinds of, even vanilla extract and there's all kind of tincture bottles. But this here is pretty interesting. And our company has some, I guess you could say some technology. I know a friend of mine, Terry, says this doesn't look like much. There's a lot of technology that goes into this little pack to be able to store a liquid and then squeeze it and then it just squirts out. So there's a lot that goes into this little pack, but let me show you how this works. Check this out. This is a short clip. Check this out. So I just took my water here, right? So I just got a glass of water, right? Just a glass of water. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to take the little packet right here, right? And remember, it comes in two different forms. So I mainly will use this at home, right? You just a tincture right here. But what's pretty cool is that you got something on the go that's real. See how thin that is, right? So it just fits right in your purse or wallet or whatever, right? So you can do it whatever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to see if I can do this on camera here. All right. And I'm just going to take the packet, and you can see here on the white side, you just put that into your glass here and then you just squeeze it. See that? And the hops flower extract just goes right into your drink, right? Juice, water. I just got some water here. Gatorade, Coke, tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever. And you just drink it. You know what's it? No color, no taste, no odor. So it doesn't change the taste of your drink. And so this is easy for me. Okay? Let me just say that. This is easy for me. I can do this. All right. So that's what I thought was pretty interesting. Like when I first saw this, And again, just a little background about myself and me and my wife. Now, me and my wife, of course, we've done a lot of things in network marketing, and we've done some health and wellness opportunities before. But normally, it's usually not in our wheelhouse. It's usually not what we normally do, and we're mostly we like the tech services, digital type stuff or whatever. And and one reason why I think a lot of times there's a lot of great products, but they always seem kind of complicated to me to use. Now, again, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying things are bad or whatever. A lot of great products out there, a lot of great companies that make some really good products actually. But I'm just speaking from my perspective, from my POV. Um, Things where there's a lot of steps involved, or where there's preparation involved. I know me. I'm just speaking of me. Now, some of you maybe can relate, but for me to use certain things and there's a lot of preparation involved, I'm probably not going to be consistent with it. I'm just keeping it 100. And because I've done it, I've tried it a few times, and we never, me and my wife actually. But here, this is so simple to use. All you got to do, you just saw the video. I mean, that's easy. I'm gonna drink something in the morning anyway, and I don't have to, take a powdery substance and put it into a drink and shake it up, stir it up, or whatever, and take it, taste it, and kind of powdery. I don't have to force myself to do something. It might be healthy for me, and it might be great for whatever. That might be perfect, but I know me, and like most people, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that consistently. But this here, because it doesn't change anything on what I'm drinking, that fits into my lifestyle. So I like things that kind of fit like a glove into how I like things. And some of you are the same way. This is why this product has gone viral online, because it just fits right into people's lives. And they can burn calories while they're at work, burn calories while they're asleep. Because remember, you take one in the morning, one in the evening, right? So you can burn calories for like up to 18 hours every day, just simply by actually, without even exercising, just by taking this twice a day. That's what kind of caught my attention. I'm like, because there's all kinds of fat loss things. I mean, everything works. Hey guys, let's just keep it 100. Everything works, but you got to find things that can fit perfectly in your lifestyle. Now, the one thing I like about this though, I never heard anybody talk about visceral fat, right? This is what this does, and that's usually the culprit that really causes a lot of disease. Because if you can help eliminate the visceral fat, you heard the doctor talk, you heard what he said. That's where a lot of these issues come from. It comes from the visceral fat. So if you can eliminate the visceral fat, it could just change everything, and that's what makes this makes it so much different than anything else that I've seen out there in the marketplace. So moving on. Here's a few examples of some people using Fix. I actually took some screenshots from a Facebook group that we're a part of. Has like 7,000 members in it, hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials of people using Fix from all over the world, right? And you can see here 42 days, 2 weeks, and you can see the differences between these before and afters in the time frame of them eliminating the visceral fat. So what's happening is, their bodies are in a state of thermogenesis, and it's burning calories even if they're not even exercising, right? And it's helping to eliminate that visceral fat from within. Because remember, they said it, the doctor even said that visceral fat causes bloating. So a lot of times when you feel like you're just kind of like just bloated, well, it's because of the visceral fat that's inside your abdominal wall that's just pushing things out, right? And hey guys, this stuff actually works. And you can see here, you can actually join this particular Facebook group. You can actually go here. It's actually called Fix Your Health, right? So you can go to, don't do it now, but at the end of this broadcast, just go to Facebook and just type in Fix Your Health. You'll know, because I think when I did a screenshot here, it was like 4,000. When I first started back on December 31st, it was like 3,500, right? So they done had like almost 4,000 people come in since then, and just join it. Just go ahead and join. They'll actually approve you 15 minutes an hour. So you'll definitely get approved to go in, because it's just a discovery group. You're not going to get pitched or anything like that. It's just a bunch of people that are using Fix from around the globe, just talking about, hey, this is what's happened to me. I've been able to lower my blood pressure by taking Fix because it's eliminating a lot of that, that visceral fat in my body. A lot of people talking about a lot of different things, of course, losing inches around their waist, losing weight, all these different things. I mean, so many stories. And one thing I learned, when I first saw this, I thought it was all about just fat loss. It's so much more because visceral fat just creates so much other havoc in our bodies. It's not just about gaining weight. It's having an overall healthy body if you can eliminate all that visceral fat. So if you've got, some inches that you want to lose, yeah, you can probably squeeze that subcutaneous fat. That's the fat that's outside of your abdominal wall, but there's some visceral fat that you can't squeeze that's squeezing your organs and creating a lot of issues. And if you can get rid of that, that'll make a huge difference. So you'll see all kinds of stories of people using this product and talking about the auxiliary benefits that they're getting just from using Fix. So it's actually pretty cool. It's actually really, really interesting. Now, the name of the company that actually makes this product is called Marketplace Global. We call it MPG for short. For over 20 years, they've been packaging products and manufacturing products for companies in the network marketing space. But about 2.5 years ago, they decided to create their own network marketing division. For about 18 months, when they started back in 2022, things are going fine, I guess you could say. I mean, they had a list of different products, and actually good products, products that they still sell today. But things were just kind of just moving slow. A lot of companies, and when they kind of start, they kind of move a little slow, but nothing. They didn't really have a flagship product at that time. And they were telling the field like, hey, we got some cool things coming in the future. Fix. And they were telling everybody, hey, stay tuned. This is going to be pretty huge. And of course, on April of 2024, just last year, hasn't even been a year yet, they launched Fix. And boom, everything changed. Reps started just hyper growth of earnings simply because of Fix. Because think about it. If you can lose inches and even potentially lose weight and just overall healthy, all from just taking, squeezing this into whatever you drink in the morning and then whatever you drink at night, and you're burning calories all day long. And that's all you got to do without even exercising or dieting. Who wouldn't want that? And it doesn't interfere. You don't have to, rearrange. You don't have to prepare. You don't have to step 1, do this, then step 2, do that. And then step 3, shake it up. Step 3, let it steep for a little bit. Then after 30 minutes, then drink it. But don't let it steep too long because then it's going to solidify. So you don't have to deal with any of that stuff. Okay, makes sense? All you had to do is drink whatever you're going to drink. Like everybody on this call, everybody watching this replay, you're going to drink something today, right? You're probably going to drink something now. Some of you are probably drinking something at this very moment. And some of you are definitely going to drink something maybe before you go to bed or whatever. Wouldn't it be easy if you could just take it, squirt, boom, done? And then that didn't even change how you're drinking. Some of you like that glass of wine at night, right? Guess what? It goes into alcohol. I've never seen anything like this before. This is so just wow, guys. And people wonder, like, why everybody talking about this Fix thing? Duh. That's why, because it's super simple. It's super easy to do. So there's actually one rep in particular that's a part of this company. His name is Terry. You're gonna get a chance to see him in just a few moments here. I got a chance to meet him. He actually lives here in Las Vegas, actually. But I got a chance to meet him in Arizona. I'll tell you that story here in just a few moments. But he started with MPG right around that time when they started the network marketing division of the company. Remember, they had already been in business for 20 years doing stuff for companies in the industry, packaging and manufacturing products. So he got started right around that time when they launched the new network marketing division of it. And, like him and like others, they were able to, build a little small team and, make some money. He was making roughly about $800 to $1,000 a month, which isn't bad. That's for a lot of people. That's still good money. That can change some things in your household. You're making an extra $800 to $1,000 in residual income, right? So, but again, no major product, no sexy product, if you will, but just doing their thing. And but when Fix launched in April 2024, remember, everything changed. Hyper growth for the company, hyper growth for the people in the field, marketing the product and everything, just hyper success. And he went from you know, $800 to $1,000 a month to $30,000 to $40,000 a week in just about a few months or so, like 3 months or something like that. Guys, this is yes, okay. That's how fast this thing is moving. And that's just an example of, because even if he was making $800 to $1,000 a month and it's moving so fast, it's just an example of a lot of people, a part of his team, making a lot of money, right? And in a very short period of time, all because of Fix. And this came out April 2024, when they started placing orders, and reps started getting their product. They started getting shipped in July of 2024. So from July, people started getting the product, started using the product. Testimonials start coming in. So you had July, August, September, October, November, December, right? So from that whole period, a lot has happened in a very short period of time. Now, what's interesting is this, though. Check this out. Now, I got a chance to go to. Let me come back. I got a chance to actually go to Phoenix, Arizona, and meet some of these people. So like when we first got involved, just real quick here, let me kind of set this up really fast. My friend Isaac gave me a call on December 31st on New Year's Eve. I'm out and about, running some errands, picking up a few things. Me and the wife, we weren't going to go anywhere on New Year's. It's usually crazy out here on the Strip, right? It's a lot of people from all over the world. So we usually most of the time at home, on New Year's Eve. We just kind of do our thing, watch movies and stuff. So I'm out getting a few things, and I get a call. My buddy Isaac calls me and says, "Hey, Steve, I got something I need to share with you." And we go way back. He's a buddy of mine. I've been knowing him for over 20 years, actually, since like 2000 or 2001, something like that. And I told him up front, I was like, "Bro, I appreciate you," because he asked, "What you been up to?" I said, "Man, hadn't been really doing any networking. Me and Lanacy, we haven't done anything like that really big in maybe a couple years at least. We kind of just really not really into it. It's so much the same old stuff out here. So we just been doing our own thing, our coaching, training, making some systems for some different companies and stuff like that. That's pretty much all we've really been working on lately." He said, "Well, I got something. It's a networking. It's a networking opportunity." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, bro." Hey, true story. He'll tell you too. I'm like, "I don't know, man." He was like, "Dude, you really need to check this one out. Like for real. I wouldn't even call you and tell you if it wasn't this serious." I'm like, well, I got a couple more errands. I mean, I'm out and about now. What's it all about?" He said, "Hey, well, I'm about to get on a Zoom here in about 10 minutes. Hop on the Zoom and I'll explain it all." I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Well, I'll pull over so I pulled over in this little parking lot and I just watched the Zoom on this phone right here. He sent me the link and I watched it. And I said in my mind, I said, well, I'll watch about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Guys, I've been doing this stuff for so long. I can pretty much, and sometimes less than that, in about 5 or 10 minutes, I'll know if it's something that I want to do. Just initially. Some of y'all that are experts, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So I was like, well, I'll give him 10 or 15 minutes just so I can, just because we're friends. It's just because of our relationship is the only reason I even did it. So I'm on here watching the Zoom, sitting in my car, people walking by, whatever. And I watched that whole Zoom, that whole 45, 50-minute Zoom. It intrigued me that much. And so, long story short, I come home. I didn't tell my wife because we already had conversation that we weren't going to do any kind of networking type of stuff for 2025 either, because we didn't do it in 2024. We didn't really do anything in 2023. So we were just kind of, because people hit us up all the time, especially in the beginning of the year. "Steve, you got to check this out. Steve, watch this. Steve, have you heard about this? Steve," all day. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So so we were like, we had already had a conversation. Yeah, we're not going to do any networking this year. So I get home and I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know, but that seemed pretty interesting. Well, he did say that he's going to do another call. I'm not going to say anything to Lanacy. Let me just go ahead and watch this again. So I come in my office here, put my earphones on, and I get on the next call that he was going to have like an hour after I had got back home. So I watched it, right? She didn't even know I was watching it. She was doing some other stuff or whatever. And after I watched it and saw it on a bigger screen, right, I'm like, I need to let her know about this. She needs to know about this. So I tell her, I go downstairs and I said, "Babe, Isaac called me today." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, he's got a he's got a new opportunity. It's in the networking space. She kind of rolled her eyes a little bit. I'm like, I said, I felt the same way. I said, and I kind of gave her a little information, just from what I just kind of just saw. Obviously, I didn't know what I was talking about, but I kind of gave her a little insight. She was like, "Well, I don't know." I said, "I'll try the product because she, been wanting to lose some pounds and shed some inches and everything." So she was like, "Well, I'll try the product, but I don't know if I want to do the business. I don't want to do the business or anything." I said, "Well, I get it." I said, "I'm thinking the same way. I think." But he's doing another call later tonight. Mind you, guys, this is New Year's Eve. He's doing like 3, 4, 5, Zooms on New Year's Eve. Okay. And where everybody's getting ready to party, he's getting everybody ready for 2025. I was like, okay, it must be serious. So I tell her about the next call. So she gets on, we both watch it. She says, "Man, I didn't know it was going to be like that." I'm like, I know, I felt the same way. I'm like, I don't know. This is something different. I've never seen anything like this. Long story short, again, he calls me about 15 minutes later and after the call, and we wind up just getting started, getting a position. And I told him, I said, "I don't know if we're going to do the business or not. We're kind of focused on some other stuff, but I like the product." And so we kind of dug a little bit more in it later that night, and during the morning and afternoon of the next day, he calls me the next day and said, "Hey, just checking up on you, man. Hey, you know what? With this program, man, they got just by chance, they planned this months ago, but they're actually having a leadership retreat here in Phoenix, Arizona." Isaac actually lives in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm actually going to go. He was like, "I'm going up there to the resort, meet some of these top earners in the company, and maybe even get some product, because he had just started. I just started, so nobody has the product actually in their hand." He said, "So I'm going to go up there, see if I can get my hands on some of the products and everything, and meet some of the people." He said, then on Saturday, because this was Friday when he was talking about he was going to go up there on Friday, and he said, but on Saturday they're doing like a I guess you could say like a mixer slash opportunity meeting, if you will, for people that are local there in Phoenix. And I'm thinking, I looked at my wife, I'm like, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, can anybody come to like the mixer or whatever?" He said, "Yeah, it's like for anybody. That's what they're having at the sports bar." I said, "Man," I said, "we've been looking at this thing. It seems interesting. I don't know if we're ready to do the business. I don't know, but it seems interesting, man. I think a lot of people may want this." He said, "Dude, this thing is blowing up, and I'm just getting started." And so I said, "Hey, we're gonna come up there." So, because again, I wanted to do some research. I wanted to meet some people that's doing this thing. So we get in our car Friday afternoon, late Friday, after about 4 o'clock. We get to Phoenix later on that evening, spend the night, and get up the next morning. Then we head out to that sports bar. And let me tell you, got a chance to meet some people. Let me tell you guys, I was amazed. Two things. I was amazed on the results that people were getting from just using the product for months. I'm talking to people and they're like, "Yeah, I'm talking to one gentleman. We're talking and everything. He pulled out his wallet. He said, "Hey," or put out his phone. He was like, "Hey, this is a video of me 3 months ago." And I'm looking at him. I'm like, "This is wow." I was just like, I said, "From this?" He said, "Yeah, I don't exercise or anything. I need to, but I haven't been able to exercise anything or whatever. I do a little walking every now and then, but it was all because of Fix." I'm like, wow. And then other people talking about, my swelling in my legs have gone down because of Fix, and a lot of my inflammation has gone because of Fix. Because remember, visceral fat affects a lot of things. So if you're reducing that volume of visceral fat in your body, it's going to affect other things as well. Not to mention, losing inches and all that stuff as well, because it's not just about weight loss. Okay. It's about visceral fat loss. And that's those issues that a lot of people have. Yeah, it's a byproduct. You're going to slim down, look better and all that stuff, lose weight. People's face gets slimmed down and all, because how people, you get older, sometimes your face just kind of gets all puffy with people. Because I'm looking at him, I'm looking at his face. I'm looking at his body. I'm like, bro, what? So these are some of the things that I was experiencing while we were there. And I got a chance to actually meet some other people as well. And you're going to hear a little bit from Terry here in just a few moments here. I'm going to talk a little bit about Terry and how he was able to do some incredible things in a very short period of time because of Fix. Now, I met a young lady named Nikki. Nikki saw a post on Facebook. Got started, and made over $30,000 in her second month. Nikki has some experience in networking, right? She's made some money in network marketing before, but she told me, I got a chance to meet her. There we are right there. She said, I've never made this type of money this fast. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen to you. I'm just telling you what has happened to them and a lot of people that were in that room. Because most of the people that were in that room, yeah, I would say most. Some of them I met that were in prior to Fix. Most of them that I can recall that I met came in after Fix launched. And they were all like diamonds and above, doing 10,000, 20,000 a month or whatever it may have been. Some more, obviously. But they were all new money. And even Nikki said, yeah, I've made money like this before, but I've never made this kind of money in my second month. I've never done that. She even referred she referred a young lady named Haley, who I've actually spoken with as well. Real sharp person, Nikki and Haley as well. Haley's a former pilot, and she got, she left that industry back during the COVID era. And she's got, she's got some experience, a couple years in network marketing, but first time she's ever made any major money in a network marketing opportunity. She's well over 30,000 her second month in the business. So I'm there and I'm having these conversations with people, with Nikki and some other people. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, and all these people are great individuals and everything, but timing, right time, right place, right product. And that's the reason why a lot of them are having a lot of success. But it also means you got a product that a lot of people want. And that's what I've kind of experienced over the last month. A lot of people want this product when they hear about it. That's what makes it pretty cool. Now, moving on. Here's Terry. Let me speed this up a little bit. 6 months, Terry earned over $485,000 because of the fixed product. Kind of heard my story with him. He started in the beginning, making about $800 to $1,000 a month. I actually, got a chance to record one of our conversations. I asked him that, hey, Terry, I heard that, you were making some money, inside of MPG, but when Fix launched, that changed everything for you. This is what he said. Check it out.
In the first 5 months of this year, I made a total of about $5,000 a month. Well, $5,000 total. Finished the year for $185,000. Wow. Yeah. We now live. I need to know. Hang on. We now live on a fixed income. You see what we did there?
Hey, you want to be on a fixed income? I want to be I'm on a fixed income now, because and a lot of people that are part of this opportunity are definitely on a fixed income. Because why? Like I said, it's all coming from the product. None of these stories, whether it's about the testimony of people using the product or testimonies of people earning money, none of that would be possible if we didn't have a product that worked and a product that was simple to use. And again, these are incredible stories, and there's so many other ones out there, and you're going to start seeing a lot even when you go to when you're seeing things on social media and stuff like that. But the interesting thing is, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen to you, like you're going to make $485,000 in 6 months or whatever or less. I'm just telling you what happened to them, and I'm just telling you what's happening right now. Our organization, if you look here. Here's my buddy Isaac right here, right? And here's Nikki, here's Kenya, here's Will, there's me, and here's my wife. And this was the beginning. So we just took a picture like right before everybody was getting ready to leave. We just took a picture. So when this picture was shot, this was I don't know, January 4th or 5th or something like that, right? And the interesting thing at that time, I think the whole organization, including Isaac and our whole team, was probably about 100 people. Yeah, roughly about 100, 120 people on the team as a whole. Remember, we hadn't even told anybody really about it. It was just me and my wife. But he had been telling some people, and so far, because Kenya's there, they're all under his in his organization, right? So we all are, but total is about 100 people in less than a week. Okay, so keyword less than a week at that point. And what was interesting now 30 days later, there's like well over, I think 1,100. He may know, maybe 1,200 or more people on the team in 30 days. Okay, right now. Okay, this was the beginning of it. Okay, and again, it's still early. It's still early, right? We're still just getting things together here. Now, here's a screenshot. If you want to take one, I'll make it bigger. This just kind of gives you an idea of the compensation plan. I don't have time to go through the whole aspect because there's bonus pools, there's check matches, there's fast starts, there's oh my God, there's so many other different layers. In terms of the compensation plan as well. Nothing complicated, but just to keep it, we can kind of move fast here with the presentation. You kind of get an idea. For example, you have a left team, you have a right team. If you brought one person and you placed them on your left, you brought another person and you put them on your right, that would and then that person brings some people in, that person that tells some people, that tells some people, that tells some people. Eventually you'll have 20 on your left, 20 on your right. And then, of course, you be a Sapphire, you'll be making roughly around $500 a month in residual income. That doesn't include the fast starts, the bonuses, the check matches. That doesn't include any of that stuff. Just kind of giving you a ballpark figure. So this is just a cheat sheet that you can look at. Doesn't mean that you got to go out and get 20 or anything like that. We all know how network marketing goes, right? You bring somebody and they bring somebody, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? We all tell people about movies and restaurants and all kinds of stuff. And reason why this moves so fast because people be telling people about this, right? Because they're like, "Hey, ooh, girl, how you losing weight, or whatever." Well, all I'm doing is just putting this into my drink every day, right? Once in the morning and once in the evening. It's just a conversation starter. It really is. The branding of this, genius. Branding, just genius. The branding is genius, and so no wonder, because I'm a marketer. So I look at those things like that. I'm like, no wonder. It makes sense. I see why it's moving fast. I see why it's been moving fast even before we even got involved, right? And it's even going to just get bigger and bigger. Now, so you can see here, Nikki. No, let me talk to Haley. I'll put a picture up here of her next time. And Haley just hit Blue Diamond. Okay. Haley's been in. Remember, Nikki got in October. Haley got in October. They only been in like 3 months. So Haley just went right now 25 to 30 grand. And again, this is a low ball figure. It doesn't include a lot of other stuff as well. Okay. But hey, that's good money. Nikki just became a Royal Diamond. First one in Canada, actually. Very first one in Canada. $50,000 to $60,000 a month. In her third month. Okay. Terry here, he's a crown. $140,000 or more a month. And again, remember you saw me talking about the his earnings. He was making roughly $1,000 a month, and then he's making 30 to 40,000 a week. I'm sure that figure is wrong now, meaning because there's been so much momentum. Because we were saying that when it was on like 100 people on the team. Now there's well over 1,000. So I'm sure that amount went up some. So for those that know how comp plans work, you can imagine. So interesting things here, guys. Things are moving. How much does it cost to get started? This is what's interesting here. Yeah, there are a lot of platforms out there. You got to pay $500, $1,000 or whatever. And, you got to get this big old package, $1,500 or whatever. That's all great. It's all fine, right? All that stuff is works because I've done a lot of that stuff as well. And, but times are different. Things are different now. And people really want a product that they can really, really use and not just use it because of the hype of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You just use it because of the hype of it. But this here, it's exciting. It can be a little hypey because of what it does and how simple it is to use, but it works. It literally works, and it's easy to use. That's what makes the difference of it. And so let me show you here. So you can actually get started for just $1.99. Okay, you're going to get 3 bottles and 12 snaps. We call these snaps, right? So call them those snaps here, right? So you get 25 servings in each bottle. 25, 50, or 25, 50, 75. That's 25 servings in a bottle. So 25, 50, 75 plus 12 snaps gives you 87 servings. $1.99, right? Plus shipping and handling, it's like $29.95. Comes out to like $240. Like $240, to actually get started, to get the independent sales rep. And this is the best value to get the most product too, for your health and even to show people and how it works and everything. And I use it every day. I got one on my desk. I keep up here, and I have one myself downstairs. So like we're watching TV or whatever, I already got it right here. It's right in the kitchen. Just drop it in whatever I'm drinking, and I'm going about my day. I don't have to prepare anything. I don't have to I don't have to prepare nothing, right? So it doesn't interfere with my daily routine of consuming drinks. Okay. For me, I'm just speaking about me. For me, that's a big deal. Okay. For some of you, you probably like the going through the step. Okay. Step 1, do this. Step 2, grab it, squeeze it. Step 3, now let it steep for at least 5 minutes, but not 6, because it's going to solidify. Some of you probably like that kind of stuff, but me, if I got to do all that, I'm not going to do it. I might get hyped. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm letting it steep, man. We steeping over here, but I'm just gonna lose interest. No shade. And again, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just being real. I'm just talking about me, that I'm not gonna do those things. It has to be something that fits into my lifestyle, and this fits right into my lifestyle, and it'll fit into most people's lifestyle as well. And that's why this is moving really, really fast. Now, let me show you what you get really quick. Of course, you get your 87 servings, access to purchase other products, and of course, more fixed at wholesale pricing, which is huge. Potential to earn weekly and monthly commissions, which is huge, right? And lock in your spot for team commissions and spillover, right? This is huge. Right here. Timing is everything. Hey, where's it at? Y'all see that? Y'all see this right here? Y'all see that right there? Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Everybody say it. Everybody comment. Timing is everything because of what's happening right now. Okay? What's happening right now. Okay? Now, of course, okay, you got access to our team training group. This is a bonus. You're going to get access to our Fix Your Future group. It's not a Facebook group. So you're going to get access to it. Man, we got some cool stuff in that group as well. Corporate training calls, webinars, access to all that stuff, because you're going to get a back office and everything, obviously. Another bonus, access to our team marketing system. Oh my God. Let me come back here for a second. Y'all know how we do things. Okay. Because we didn't really start marketing until like the 6th or 7th or something like that. We didn't start really telling people about it really until we really came back from Phoenix. I may had a few conversations with a couple people, but we didn't really understand the potential of what we had until we came back from Phoenix. And so we started started setting things up, and you know how we do things. So we made our own platform, marketing platform, and it's pretty robust, but we're just getting started. Yeah, I know for those that are getting started, for those that are already here, you already know what I'm talking about. But for those that are getting started, yeah, when you get in there, you're going to be like, wow, you guys did all this in 3 weeks? Because the reason I'm saying that, because I've had a few people have said that. Dude, y'all did all this in 3 weeks? I'm like, bro, you don't understand. We ain't even got started yet. We got so many bells and whistles. And for those that have worked with us, you know how we do things when it comes to that kind of stuff. And so we got some killer stuff. And you know what's even better than that? It's free for everybody on our team. Okay? That means it's free for everybody that you refer, and free for everybody that they refer, and that they refer, et cetera, et cetera. So it gives you a really good bonus that you can offer people. And some of you are on some of our webinar pages that we've created. And if you should see like a button, or maybe it's a page or whatever, well, that's one of the pages that's a part of our system. Now, some of you are watching this on YouTube, some of you are watching this on Facebook. Of course, you can, definitely get back whoever refers you to the video. You can check out information in the YouTube description. You can also comment or reach out to the person that's watching this on, either on their Facebook account or whatever. So you can definitely reach out to whoever shared the video to you. Okay, very important. Definitely get back with the person that referred the video to you. Now, but we got a lot of cool stuff coming, and we're just getting started. So it's gonna be crazy. Hey, we're what did I say before? We cleared everything off our plate. Some of y'all don't think, hey, listen to me. We cleared everything off our plate to do this. Okay? So we got a lot of stuff that we're putting together that's going to really help this team to really go fast, right? So it's already moving fast, but we're going to really throw some gasoline on the fire here. So, all right, moving on. So you get access to our team marketing system. This is a bonus, and replicated websites from the company and everything. So they got a lot of great stuff, a lot of great tools and resources that definitely make a huge difference in your business. And of course, we got the team marketing system. We have our Fix Your Future support community. This is a cool group, guys. This is not a Facebook group, so this is off of Facebook. This is like something totally different. It's a different platform, and but you definitely want to get there. This is where you're going to get access to all our trainings. This is where you're going to get access to our team marketing system. This is where you're going to get access to all the tools, resources, insight, information, just everything that you're going to need to get up to speed on what's happening inside this opportunity. So when you get started, hey, first thing that you want to say, I need to get in that community. That's the first thing. Anybody you refer to the program, first thing you want to, I need to get into this community. And even my buddy Isaac, he has a Telegram group. You need to get into those communities, right? Because that's where you're going to learn. That's where you're going to get all the insight information that you need to really help you to move fast. Okay. So you got to do that. And we got all that stuff laid out. Now, really quick here as we close out, timing is everything here, right? It's in the name of this presentation, right? Timing is everything. Let me kind of break it down really quick so we can wrap this up. There are several phases when a company gets started. It's called industry phases of growth. Let me make this a little bigger. Now, normally if a company starts here, like in the beginning, right, just like a little chart here, they're kind of moving along. Eventually, if they're lucky, they get some momentum, and then eventually it stables off here, right? That's typical, right? And they got several names for these phases of growth for a company, right? The formulation phase. So MPG launched here in 2022. Marketplace Global, right? The company that produces the Fix product. Now, of course, they already had 20 years of other experience because they've been in the industry for 20 plus years, manufacturing and packaging other products for other companies, right? So they're not new to this, right? They already got the infrastructure, the distribution, they already got the logistics, right? So that's why they said, hey, we need to make our own network marketing company. We got the logistics here. Let's just do our own thing. And that's what they did. So they formulated the whole new opportunity or network marketing division of Marketplace Global. Now, right now, of course, we're, kind of like coming out of the concentration stage. Concentration stage is, the products are being shipped. People are getting their product. People are using the product, giving testimonials. There's a back office. There are websites. People are getting paid. There's ways to get people paid. People are hitting ranks. People are getting recognized. There's conference calls. Make sense? All that stuff has been put together. They've concentrated on the business, putting things in action, and things are moving. Make sense? Then you got the momentum stage. So after the concentration stage, you got everything in line. So now, boom, now we can really take things to the next level. So now we can develop some momentum, right? And this is where all the money really is generated. This one, it just gets crazy, right? Some of us have kind of been in a few companies in the past where we got in during that momentum phase, right? And then, of course, eventually, like every company, it'll stable off, right? And the growth will subside, but they'll just be stable, right? What you want to do is you really want to get involved before this portion happens, okay? You want to get in before this massive growth curve happens. Right now, Fix, came out April 2024. We actually have a big conference, kind of ironic, isn't it? That we're having a conference here in Las Vegas on April 11th through the 13th of this year, where all the different reps from all over the globe are going to come together in one weekend here in Las Vegas at the Rio Casino Resort. I've been here actually a lot of times over the years, actually. Beautiful resort, right? And a casino. It's going to be fun. We're going to learn. We're going to get more information, get a chance to meet a lot of people from around the globe. And, it's going to be a conference. So we're going to learn a lot more about Fix. They got some other products in development to help support Fix as well. So it's just going to be fun, right? It's going to be crazy fun. And here's the thing, though. Yes, we are on fire right now. Okay. Because we're kind of like right here. On this chart, we're probably like right in here. But after that event in April, we're definitely going to be in this massive growth phase. So what you want to do right now, here's the play to run. Just call me coach. This is the play you need to run. You need to get started right here. Okay? And go to work. Right? I mean, right now. I mean, you've never worked before. I don't mean hard work, because really the wind is at our back here, because we got a product that everybody's talking about right now, right? And they want it. They want to, I want to try that, right? So the wind is at our back. So we just all we have to do here with this product, what we've learned, and I've been doing it for almost a month now, because we didn't start to maybe the 5th or 6th of the month. But what I've learned from all the people that we've enrolled and all the people that they've enrolled, what we've all collectively have learned, all you got to do is let people know about it. That's all you got to do. Because this product literally sells itself. So the only reason a lot of people that you know that don't have this, or while a lot of your family members that don't know about this, is because you just haven't told them about it. That's the only reason. Just got to tell them about it. And they'll be like, hey, I need to try that. I mean, I got some visceral fat. We all got that. And these little blue packs can definitely make a difference in your health for sure. And again, it's not hype, because there's a Facebook group. Remember, go to that group, Fix Your Health on Facebook. And you're going to see hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials of real people talking about what this product has done for them in their health. Okay. So guys, this thing is working. Now is the time. We got Zoom calls happening all day today. I'm going to do another call here a little bit later as well, but every hour we're doing Zoom calls. Definitely get back with the person that invited you, so they'll show you how to get access to the Zoom calls as well. I'm going to do another live webinar here shortly later today as well. And so definitely get back with whoever invited you. And we got scientists. I want you to Google Dr. Joseph Aarons. I'm not going to read this whole quote here, but I'm going to give you, I guess you can, a snippet, if you will, of what he's talks about now. Dr. Aarons, just a little bit about him. He's been twice nominated for the Nobel Prize. So this guy right here is a big deal when it comes to science and medicine and technology, around medicine and all that stuff. So he's a big deal. This is what he says. He says, I'm going to read this whole piece right here. He says, in layman's terms, the hops flower causes increased metabolism in the brown fat tissue, which in turn uses other fat tissues as fuel, burning it up. So that's how it can even decrease your subcutaneous fat in your stomach, right? He also says, a 12-week study showed up to a 60 to 100% greater fat loss for adults, including the hops flower, in their diet compared to the control group, right? The novelty of the hops flower is that it is easy to consume. Remember, that's what got me right there. It's a lot of products that can help you to do whatever, but easy to consume added to any beverage. Hey, guys, you can check all this out. Again, do your research. It's all on Google. I Googled it, and then that's what, and I had to even do more research. I had to get in my car and drive all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, just so I can talk to some of these people, right? And guess what? We talked to some people in corporate and all that. I'm like, yeah, this is that one. This is that one here, right? So, is there a demand for Fix? Absolutely. Novo Nordisk, the company that created Ozempic out of Denmark, they definitely proved it. Yeah, people definitely want to look better, slim down, and they don't want they want an easier out, right? Well, that's what Ozempic definitely does, right? Some of you that are watching probably are on Ozempic for whatever reason, and that's fine. But one thing about Ozempic and a lot of these GLP-1s is that they have side effects. For some people that take them, they don't get any side effects. For some, they do. It's all on Google. It's all on YouTube. You can see the different news articles and all that stuff. Again, it's a synthetic drug. So every type of drug like that, that's why when we see those commercials and they, half the commercials, them talking about the side effects, right? I mean, they got to do that legally. So they're just reading, whatever the side effects are, because they got to let the public know. Well, it's the same thing with Ozempic. There are potential side effects that are very harmful for certain people. Great thing about Fix, we have no side effects at all, unless you count, losing fat, better sexual performance, better lower blood pressure. Um, I mean, the list goes on and on and on because visceral fat affects so much stuff, right? And it creates, less bloating. If you want to slim down your midsection, I mean, there's a lot of side effects there. If you want to call those side effects, those are benefits, if you will. But those are the only side effects that I have, read about and seen. Even myself, taking the product now, I can tell some things are happening. One of the things that I know for sure is happening is I sleep like a baby now. Because before being an entrepreneur, I mean, my mind's always racing, and my wife she's probably suffers a little bit more than I do. But I'm telling you, this right here makes a huge difference. I mean, I haven't slept this good every night. Man, I sleep good every night now. Before, it wasn't often. I would just go to sleep. I'm that kind of sleeper where I go to sleep, but I'm still awake almost. Like anything, I hear anything. What's that? I'm waking up. I just, you know what I mean? I can't like just go to sleep. But when I started using it, I just have to notice like I'm dreaming. I'm like in deep sleep, like that deep REM sleep. And man, and I feel good. I really feel good. One of the side effects, one of the benefits of Fix, right? And because it's doing some things in my body that's allowing me to sleep better. So I love it. I love it. Again, easy to consume. Squirt it into any drink. Fix your health and your cash flow. Get started today. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I kind of went over. I'm just excited, guys, about this, and I got some more calls I'm going to be doing today as well. And so what you're going to need to do really quick, let me wrap this up. Get back with the person that invited you to this video. If you're on one of our custom team websites watching this live, you should see a button right below. Just go ahead and click on that button. It'll take you to where you can go to actually go ahead and place your order. Do it now, because remember, this is all about timing. There is a spillover factor. People are coming in every day. So if you don't, you're missing some stuff. So every time I do these calls, rushes of people come in, right? So get in now. So a lot of those people, they got to go somewhere, right? And again, because of how things are structured, you can actually benefit from some of that spillover that's happening. And we're just really getting started, and it's just going to get bigger, and bigger. So definitely get back with that person. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should see some information in the description. You can definitely get back with that individual. If you're watching this on Facebook, definitely get back with that individual that maybe shared this video. But either way, just get back with them, right? So you can actually get in position. That's my time, guys. I've got another call that I'm actually going to do. Let me look at my schedule here. I'm doing another call. I know Isaac is doing calls as well. Definitely get back whoever invited you. They'll be able to get you plugged in on some of the Zoom calls that my partner Isaac is doing also. And then, of course, I'm doing another call. I got another call coming up later today at 5 p.m. Eastern. Later today at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll be back here again, and I'm going to break everything down. And I may even have a few special guests that may hop on as well. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys inside the system. Peace out.